run through no matter, you know, anybody, no matter what. Yeah. Yeah.
Prepare for battle.
That was a mistake.
Come on.
Here we go.
You look stunned.
Yeah.
You look stunned.
Press 1 if you think LGD are going to win the tournament off this game. Press 2 if you think Vici can make it to all. Because there must be some Vici believers now after what we've seen from them this tournament.
Yeah.
Even in this series, they've looked... Yes, they've made mistakes, but they've looked pretty good still.
You look stunned. You look stunned.
They certainly look better than the previous series we watched between the two of these teams. And this will put LGD at back-to-back tournament wins.
Yes.
30 seconds.
Something that I think was very difficult for them to pull off in the previous season. So we'll have to see. I have faith in the Phantom Assassin. I have faith in Orange Jesus.
Yeah, I'd like to see them make ancient stacks for the Sven as well on the Radiant side.
Yeah.
LGD are usually very good at stacking their camps and making sure they get high efficiency. I also expect Vici to know that's going to happen though and come and get a deep ward and contempt relatively early on. Especially when the Snapfire gets like level 6.
Did they bring the Oracle up here? No. I haven't brought the Oracle up here.
Yeah, he came to secure the rune.
Okay. Buys an early smoke. Plus, we'll see how Nothing to Say plays against Ori. We've seen it basically every game. Ori's securing farm. It's been no shocker, as he is so good at this mid lane. Getting chased, but Jinx, I don't know if he wants any of that. Gets hit with that decay, and all of a sudden he's got 580 max health.
Yeah, but where's the pressure though? With it, like the Undying uses decay, but then what can he do afterwards? He's going to get a small cancel off here, which is fantastic. I will say as well, LGD, this is the most value stick lane I think I've ever seen. Undying PA. So I hope
We're seeing on the Undying the early like boots, or the early, what was it? The early Orb of Venom, right?
some of them were, yeah, but you can't miss lane against the Skywrath because you'll never catch up to the Sky anyway.
Just because he's got concussive shot, right?
And even just the movement speed advantage. Like, you have to be able to get the first hit up.
So 10-1 for the Sven over bottom, and then 10-0 for the Zeus, 9-0 for the Mars. Things going well in all three lanes thus far for LGD. It's looking good, but how do you think we see this game progress? Are we going to see an early game lead from Vici once again?
Potentially, I think so, yeah. Depends. I feel like LGD, if they start playing from ahead, though, they can play really aggressively. And I don't think this PA can fight for the first 20 minutes of the game, right?
Of course.
So, I think LGD, they'll probably be the ones playing from ahead, but Vici, they have the Ori voice bit that can make rotations, who's currently in a little bit of trouble in mid.
I will say this is like, what, one of the first games we've seen a PA without a Magnus.
Yes, that's true.
Dyer's courier has been killed.
Some trouble. Stifling dagger, and well, there's the salve. And the spear latches Erica to a tree. Gets the Stifling Dagger as well as the strike once again. It's a level 2 Stifling Dagger. The right click's coming in. He's got the stick, another Stifling Dagger, and finally first blood for Erica on this Phantom Assassin.
Yeah, really well played. This all this decay, strength bonus coming through. Mars loses so much HP. Innocence in the bot lane as well. Oracle. Ooh.
Yeah, there it is. PYW, he ends up getting the kill. The one shot from old 11 that was left over to finish him off. Work out.
Why does Scatblast do so much damage? It's such a ridiculous spell.
2 kills already for Vici. This is a little bit of what we saw in game 2. Just the early aggression. But at the same time, Zeus and Sven still having a very fun time. Concussive shot, Ori. A little bit of trouble. He doesn't have to assimilate. Aether Remnant now locks up the Zeus. He'll bring over TY, but Jin-Q can't finish off this Void Spirit of Ori.
Bottoms up the DD on the Zeus as well. Feels really good. Got nothing to say. Erica gets the early ring of health from the PA, so has the sustain now in the lane against the Mars, which is good.
What's he going for first? Blightstone and it shreds. The spear feels pretty much like an easy latch for this Mars up against Phantom Assassin.
Come through.
Lane, Cookie, they got the Thunder God's Wrath to get the kill in Innocence. They lose old 11 though, as the Thunder God's Wrath is what finishes him off.
Yeah, Zeus just hit level 6 there. He hit it slightly quicker, he used the Thunder God's Wrath slightly sooner as well, and the Oracle wouldn't have died there. Really well played nonetheless.
Meanwhile, up top, TY helping out Erica as much as he can, who's also got this Ring of Health. So, foregoes the Blightstone as well as the Treads for an early Ring of Health to start. We've seen this quite a bit from carries.
The Blightstone carries so much early pressure. Efficiency, I guess, is the word I'm looking for.
On this Mars, it just seems like he plays this hero so well, but we say that about him almost all the time. Stormhammer on a PYW. Warcry, Fortune's End, Fissure out, and nothing to say will come over. They just need a couple more shots and they'll get it with the Arc Lightning.
So the reason I was oohing is because he got a regen rune on the Zeus as well at the 6-minute mark.
Radiant's bottom tower.
So now, I would say, nothing stopped him. I think it's more likely the using here.
Nothing to stop me.
Bot lane.
Innocence dies to old 11. Now has those Mortimer's kisses. Wonder if he comes over mid.
Under attack.
Those are some really early kisses on mine as well.
Are fortified.
I would say with a Fissure and an Aether Remnant, he should be able to get a kill with those kisses. Erica hit again, but there's the decay. Concussive shot, damage out on a Faith Beyond. They've got the silence onto the Void Spirit. Innocence makes the rotation, as does the Zeus. So that'll send them back.
They salve up Faith Beyond on the Mars as well. If they'd have had level 6 there on the Mars, that fight would have been
Radiant's
very
middle tower
different.
is under attack.
They're a little bit lacking at the moment. Odd 11 about to, yeah, hits level 7 on the snuff.
Getting that solo experience, but Erica's down here now.
Yeah,
You're doing so well in this lane. I'll take it.
And Arme though in the jungle is constantly hitting up jungle
Dire's
groups here.
middle tower is
Having a
under
good time.
attack.
Have they made any
Radiant's bottom
stacks?
tower is
Mid.
under attack.
They look over for the Earthshaker. One shot left. He'll end up dead. Okay, Mortimer's kisses coming through and nothing to say. They'll get the kill.
Dire's structures are
Once we put together, I was more given a little bit of a giggle over the fact that nothing to say tried to steal that kill from Jin-Q.
Hey, they're playing Zeus against Skywrath. There's going to be lots of that.
Yeah. Because the Arcane Bolt was coming in, and
Radiant's
he was
middle
dead
tower
regardless.
is under attack.
Erica, Blur.
Radiant are scanning.
Do they have scan? Yeah, they used it, and they're going to see the PA here potentially.
Oh, I don't think they saw him.
I think it's daytime.
Wow.
Right?
No, it's nighttime.
Oh, it's nighttime. What am I doing?
They might just turn this.
Yeah, and instantly though, Arme just TP's top. He doesn't want anything to do with this.
Dire's middle tower is under
He knows that
attack.
they're all going to be coming down to protect the PA.
Old 11. Look at the amount of farm he's got. He's already into the point
Are
boost there.
scanning.
They've got the scan. Innocence is in trouble. Fire Snap Cookie to close the gap. Now they've got the Stifling Dagger and the right-click damage from the rest of the team. It's the Aether Remnant, I believe, that gets the kill. With the double damage on Ori, they will take this tier 1. Things looking good again for Vici at the moment, who are desperately trying to keep this series going, desperately trying to get themselves potentially into the game 5, but Sven, he's dead.
He was just farming under a ward the whole time, and so they just come in and punish him. Obviously, Arme doesn't know there's a ward there. Really well played by Vici.
That's for sure. That's a big slowdown on the Sven. Or at least that's what they're hoping to do. Meanwhile, they do have a double stack on the Ancients. That's
Mid lane, PYW.
They've got the arena down there with over PYW, the concussive shot, as well as the lightning bolt coming in from Zeus. It's being built for the Void Spirit. He'll go early into the Staff of Wizardry. I think potentially to, make that a Yule's if he wants?
Radiant's bottom
Onto who,
tower
sorry?
is under attack.
Void Spirit.
Dire's
yeah,
middle
he doesn't-
tower is
he
under
Oh no, he's got
attack.
actually. Okay.
Yeah, well, I'm saying he takes the Staff of Wizardry first, just in case he changes his mind.
Or if you're going Ags on like Monkey King or Void Spirit, you always go for the one that gives you the damage first, so you can farm up a little bit quicker. Like you'll see if Monkey Kings go for Ags, they always go for the Blade of Alacrity first.
So Ame will take the stack. He's going into an Ecto Saber. He's got the Mask of Madness to start.
He's doing okay.
That's it for now.
But you kind of expect the Sven to be a little bit further ahead than the PA right now, because you have that inbuilt farming mechanic. Erica doing really well, going for that Battle Fury, becoming the Sven of her own.
They're smoked up. They're coming bottom. They've got Faith Beyond, who have a Blink Dagger. Try to land an arena if he's got it. When they engage, he's got it within 5 seconds. Sven's still continuing to farm the jungle.
Radiant's top
As
tower is under attack.
Erica's going for the Battle Fury, and he's almost there. He's not doing amazing. He's behind this Sven. Obviously, Sven, who's got the Great Cleave. He's got some stacks made for him. Things get a little bit easier. And Erica will try to farm this Ancient stack. And you know what's being taken? They'll ping it on the Mars.
I don't think they can come over though. It's very difficult.
Yeah.
It's so easy to take these Ancients with the blur on the PA, and they have the Tombstone as well. So doesn't even have to really ever tank any damage here.
I don't think
Dire's
he
middle
dropped it
tower
off.
is under attack.
I still think that if you're OGD, you're still going to hit this early timing where you get an OG timing on the Zeus. Your Sven's going to have like Mask of Madness, Echo Saber, then either BKB or Ags, and I think you just run at them. Because this PA is going to have Battle Fury, but that second item timing is going to take a little bit more. And so they're going to have a window on OGD where they'll be really strong.
I guess the question becomes, can Vici play without the Phantom Assassin? They're going into the Ags on the Snapfire as well as the Void Spirit. Void Spirit's not too far for that. Blink Dagger for the Earthshaker's not too short off. Not really much for Undying overall, but I think Vici, they have the tools, I would say.
They see Faith Beyond in the trees here. There's a mango
Mortimer's
tree down.
Kisses. That gets used, as does the Echo Slug now. So they get the kill on a Faith Beyond.
This tiny mango tree from the Dire is insane.
Dire's structures are fortified.
It's just that seems like a lot. Like, do they not get that kill on a Faith Beyond without the Echo Slayer?
Maybe they do, but I mean,
Under attack.
there's no reason not to use it, right? Might as well
No?
just be safe, because you don't know who else is coming in as well. It's easy for us to say,
Top
but
tower
if they don't have the vision of these heroes on the map,
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. attack. Their middle tower.
Arena Spear Mist. Characteristic there from Faith Beyond, but dissimulate out of the arena. Astral step forward. Aether Remnant doesn't land. They've got the Silence of the Void Spirit, but it's not going to matter. They'll take out Jinkyu. Got themselves at least one. There's really no retort from LGD.
yeah, they're trying to open up the mid tier one a little bit here, but it's still really hard for Vici to commit, especially when they don't have control over this top jungle and they don't know who's there. But they're buying time for their PA, which is really good. Erica almost has that Battle Fury online, a few hundred gold away.
So he starts to form the top lane. He's TP'd over, and he's going to continue to try and clean up. He's level 11. Compare him to the Sven. He's at 6,700 gold. So down, not much. But the Echo Saber's been completed, and Sven's going into the BKB. So, like you said, it's going to really matter on that second item timing for Erica.
Yeah, but at the same time, like the Sven and the Zeus are doing really well, but the Mars is suffering a bit. And we've said that Faith Beyond needs to be the hero that creates the space here for them. Bot lane though, PYW
shot.
just bought his blink. So if he dies here,
Silent Mystic Flare. Yeah.
I mean, this is fine.
Say
though.
takes it.
If he's bought the blink there, the fact that they have to use the Mystic Flare and the Thunder God's Wrath. I mean, LGD will be like, oh yes, we killed the Shaker before he gets his blink. That's really good. Little do they know.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So shot. And now the damage. Can they kill the Phantom Assassin? Or he comes over. And he did cook that Yules. So he Yules up to Sven. They land the spear this time. And instead of them getting the kill onto the Phantom Assassin, they take the life from the Void Spirit.
Yeah, I think that's better though. Like you don't want to let this PA die before she gets Battle Fury. That would be such a huge miss for Vici. And they're going to smoke up themselves here, right? Straight away. They know there's no arena and there's no Thunder God's Wrath. Innocence.
Fissure. And False Promise.
And Erica.
About a half health. Echo Slam committed. And now the Mortimer's Kisses, nothing to say, is in a lot of trouble. The Stifling Dagger and the damage out for people. Nobody to get the kill on the Zeus. Innocence survives that somehow. And now the Stormhammer is thrown over at DY. DY still moving forward. Great fissure from PYW to block out the Oracle. You don't have a second False Promise. So they will get themselves 2 kills and Vici.
Radiant's middle tower.
They've got a 1k lead.
Can they get the tower though? They have no Echo Slam or they have no Tombstone here, right? So it's still a little bit scary.
Spear to push back. Ags finish with the snap. Fire. Gobble up. Spit out. Earthshaker hits the Skywrath. Blinks back. Hits a fissure onto both of them. Faith Beyond, he'll drop, and this tier 1 is not going to last much longer.
Every time you see Vici doing really well in a game, PYW always popping up. And again, he finds the Echo Slam onto the Zeus this time because they have that vision that not Innocence drop down, DY drop down. Around that top side of the mid lane.
A bottle from the bottle from the void.
Yeah, really
That
nice.
being said, Old 11 has a lot of farm.
Yes.
Ooh, bounty room. Okay.
Yeah, that
Fill
goblet,
that bottle.
that gobble up timing did surprise me.
Radiant's middle tower.
Arme might be in trouble here. They have the Oracle sat behind him.
Astral Step. Innocence. He doesn't have False Promise, though. He gets away.
I mean, the Fate's Edict will be enough right here, though. Like, they don't have enough physical damage right now on the Dire side to be able to deal with this Sven.
So you've got the Battle Fury. You've got 1,500 gold saved for Erica. What's the second item?
Do you go Deso or do you go BK?
It looks like he's got both queued up.
Yeah, I don't know which one you go first. Probably
Mid.
so.
Lemon in some trouble. Fortune's in with the silence, and Fissure's out, but there's the Thunder God's Wrath from Nothing to Say. He'll claim the life. They spot the vision on the high ground.
And that's a massive kill for Nothing to Say, because now he's 300 gold away from his Ags. Tier 1. And does this open up Roche here? No,
I would say if they had a longer duration on God Strength, maybe?
Yeah, potentially. Who do they give the stone to?
Faith Beyond's got his Blink Dagger. Echo Slam's available, and he's bought one Mithril Hammer, so it could still be either or, but he also picked up the Blight Stone.
If the fights have been like really bad for them over the last few minutes, I think he'd go BKB's second item. But he can afford to be a little bit more greedy, I think. But I do feel like this might be a game for Erica where, like this game 3 we've just seen.
Ooh, if they find the Zeus, Blink Echo committed, Totem, and now the Fissure. The damage is there with the Soul Ray. Wow. EY gets the kill on Nothing to Say. How much did that Soul Ray do?
With all the zombies that are spawning.
It did 322 damage.
Oh no.
Arena down, and there's Mystic Flare. Old 11, he's dead. Shinkyu gets the kill.
Yeah, Nothing to Say has this Nimbus available now as soon as he spawns, so they have to be careful here, Vici.
Faith Beyond getting chased over here, dissimulate right on top of this Mars. Fissure. That lands on both these heroes. Now Shinkyu's in trouble. Faith Beyond's dead. Dead for 40 seconds. He does have buyback Sven, as well as this Oracle are coming over the Stormhammer, as well as God Strength. They've got the Euros PYW on the run, trying to hope that he can get Blink away, but the Nimbus is down, as well as the Arcane Bolt. Is it in time? No. So he gets a lot of space, but they've got the concussive shot. DY says, I'll hang back, you guys leave.
TP.
But he's got the Fissure from PYW, so he can just TP away.
Really well played there. Vici, great disengage. All just saving each other.
I think with that disengage, PA commits to the death zone.
Bounty.
There's the Rod of Atos for the Skywrath, though.
Bounty.
Oh, Zeus again caught. Spear's just on time.
PYW every single time. Here comes
Gobble up, spit out. Mortimer's kisses on the Oracle in the back. Oh, he just survives. We'll throw the kisses over now at Faith Beyond. He's about half health. False Promise gets two spear hits onto the Earthshaker. They'll use this arena. Try to run. Concussive shot. Ori, Astral Step away. Aether Remnant wants up the Oracle. Got the Tombstone committed. Here comes Erica. He shows up for the first time and he gets a kill.
This game's going insanely well for Vici. Now they can open up the Roche for themselves. Looks like they're going to head in. They have the Deso. You want to go for this? Echo Sam's up in 15.
They could, but they choose not to.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Once they get the axe on the Sven,
right now.
on LGD, I think they'll be a lot happier about this game. But at the moment, they're struggling to catch. They're so reliant on Faith Beyond.
What's Earthshaker going after? He's also going to get a Yules. And now the Ags. Is this finished? Yeah. Ags finished for the Void Spirit. Wow.
Okay.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Void Spirit's going to be on Oracle duty, imagine, in these fights. So where PYW goes in and tries to like control up the front line with Echo Slam, or he needs to find that Oracle first. Smoked up.
DY leads to the charge. He's okay with it. Drops the Tombstone. They've also got the Nimbus, the Fire Snap cooking with the BKB pop by the Sven. They'll take the Tombstone, get an extra 200 gold. The Gobble Up as well as the Spit Out. Splits the seams, doesn't hit Faith Beyond or Ame. But now without a BKB, do they even go back to save Faith Beyond? Astral Step with the Silence. He just picked up this axe. They use the arena. The Stormhammer comes in with the run. The Fire Snap cookies into the Stormhammer. Now all 11's in a little bit of trouble. They've got the Rod of Ages as well as the Silence out on a PYW. They get the kill there on the Earthshaker. But the Aether Remnant locks up Ame. Not going to matter. Nothing to save. Finishes off old 11. And LGD come out on top.
Great play there by Ori. I don't know if you saw, Innocence tried to just promise up the Mars, but he instantly jumped into the backline and got the silence up onto Innocence. So Mars does die, but yeah, they lose 3 heroes for it overall. This game's still so close.
I was surprised LGD were that willing to go in. They have the damage, despite the fact BKB wasn't available for the Sven.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as they hit the arena, though, it's a lot easier for the Sven to get his damage off, and he's now only 1,000 gold away from the Ags.
1,000 gold away from the Ags. He's already got the Stormhammer dispels enemies. At some point in a patch, I'm expecting that to potentially be moved to either 20 or 25.
Imagine so.
Or taken out altogether.
Oh, mate. Oh, dear.
Astral Step, Silence, another BKB charge. So down to 8 seconds.
Smoke for a BKB, though. Ame will be happy to like keep himself alive there, but it's not ideal.
BKB almost finished for Erica. Already has that Deso. The timings have been good for the Phantom Assassin, starting to catch up to the Sven. Zeus is about equal with the Void Spirit, who I would say Ori did have a slow moment in his farm. There was a point where Snapfire was a couple of 1,000 gold ahead, but got that Ags, and I think really Old 11 took a back seat to the Void Spirit in terms of farming. It's up Cobalt, PYW.
I'm just wondering here, does the Sven Ags hit off a true strike or not? Against the because I have absolutely no idea.
Not entirely certain.
Invisibility.
So 2k lead for Vici. Sven going into the AC next. And Zeus wants a refresher. Wow. Mars going for the BKB. And then you've got, of course, the Radavitos already built for the Skywrath, going Ghost Scepter, Aether Lens, so Oracle can get this full promise out from a distance, not putting himself in harm's way, especially against this Phantom Assassin. And really, I would say, against much more, too, because you've got more Kisses from a range and everything. Thunder God's Wrath ends up getting used for vision as they start to invade the Dire jungle.
Dire's courier has been killed.
And Dagger finished for the Sapphire. BKB for PA, and they start to go towards the Radiant team. Innocent's in a really good spot to break any attention away. But now they go after PYW. They get the kill onto the Earthshaker. And look over at this Undying. The Radavitos is forward. They'll take out the Tombstone. Do Vici risk going back in? They've gobbled up. They spit out. They don't land it. They've got the decay onto the Sven, but the damage out on the Faith Beyond is too much for him to handle. They get the kill from Erica and Ori right-clicking on him. Not terrible. It's a trade for a 3 for a 4. So, at the moment, it's a trade that Vici are very willing to have. They didn't use the BKB for Erica. Thunder God's Wrath on cooldown for another 58 seconds. God Strength for 70. Obviously, Roche is available. Been yet to be taken by either side.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So Sven sitting mid. Vici head over bottom.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Ori's going Blink Dagger on this Void Spirit.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Potential.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, Nimbus down, Tombstone committed, and Innocent's in some trouble. Damage on a PYW forces the false promise on himself. The Nimbus hitting on a DY, and now they look over at the Skywrath Mage. He's down to one shot. False promise is going to run out on Innocence in just a second. He throws the Fortune's End that length onto the Void Spirit as well as the Phantom Assassin, but they've got the Eagles onto the Span. He's in trouble. Has the BKB. Stormhammer over as well as the arena. Spear misses. Fire Snap Cookie out of the arena, but here comes Ame. Can you reach him? Yes, can. PYW ends up undying now to DY, but Ame falls to Erica. The right click, they're out of control, and he'll get a second on a Faith Beyond. How much did he just crit him for? 1,000. No, it's just, on my screen it says 1,782. Oh my god.
Radiant's
Oh my
middle tower
God.
is under
Tower
attack.
is under attack.
Earth.
505. Some mech. Some sustain from the Undying. There's the Aegis. Gobble up, spit out, looking to close the gap. Oh my god! PYW God knew exactly where to blink.
Something in your eye, in your eye. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
He could be down to 6, but I've seen Sven pull back from
Radiant's top
worse.
tower is under
And
attack.
Hags for the Phantom Assassin. Okay.
Dire's middle tower is
Dire's
under
middle
attack.
tower is under attack.
Radiant's top tower
Radiant's
is under
top
attack.
tower is under attack.
Ori. What does he got coming? Going Sanj Kaya. Take this outpost in time for the 30-minute mark. So they're going to get both outposts. Meanwhile, Aether Remnant, Fissure, that hits on Ame. The gobble up and the blink away, but Mortimer's kisses. Jinku in trouble. But a God's Wrath comes out to simulate. They're still looking for the Sven. Scarif Mage survives with a minuscule amount of health. He'll be healed up by the Oracle. They're coming all the way around Erica. Stifling Dagger. Ame on the run. Still surviving. Seriously. It's starting to feel like every charge is precious, but he's already down to 6 seconds. The 6K lead. Can Zeus start to really help out this Sven? It feels like it's kind of all on him, but I say that. Zeus going into the refresh. Is that going to be enough? Gobble up, spit out, bottom. Look over for Shinku, but there's no way for him to go. Faith Beyond, though, commits the arena. Mystic Flare down, and all of a sudden, wow, PYW gets very low. They hit the Aether Remnant on Faith Beyond. They don't get the kill with the Nimbus as well as the Mystic Flare. They'll end up losing the Nimbus. Faith Beyond stayed to try and help. He didn't have a TP available at the time. So, BKB and the TP out. Meanwhile, nothing to say, though. Killing off that Zeus. Free shot?
Dire's top tower is under
Top
attack.
tower is under attack.
Wow. It. Wow. And there's also an Orb of Destruction. But he's not holding it, he's holding the Titan Silver. He's taking pity. I'll take the Titan Silver instead. Oh my god.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Is under attack.
Please. Just let me live.
Radiant's middle tower has
Radiant's
fallen.
middle tower has fallen.
And then after that, I'll let you guys vote. I'll ask you another question in a second.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Tower is under attack.
Pistol being built with Phantom Assassin. 10k net worth leads Sven. Got the AC. He's going Silver Edge next.
Radiant's top tower has
Radiant's
fallen.
top tower has fallen.
Yeah. Let's say eyes out on the refresher. He'll have that come back on the courier.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Spear. It latches after step. Got trapped. They've got the couple as well as spit out the Boomer's kisses as well as the Echo Sweep committed onto the Sven. They get the kill. He's dead for 83 seconds. No buyback. BKB's been popped by Erica. They have the 8th remnant. They get the front of DY. Beat Guns won't get straight for that one, but oh my god. Erica one-shots Shinkyu. Ooh, TP? Yeah. Yes, he's been broken for a while. I think since he bought the axe. No Sven for 58. This might just go to 5 games. This is all we're hoping for. Arena down. Spear. Look at the damage coming from Erica. Faith Beyond all of a sudden. It's a panic. Zeus dead, or he gets the kill. Mystic Booker down onto the Phantom Assassin. You gotta remember though, it is so hard to kill this hero. No, I say that, the spear lands. Can Faith Beyond do it? No, he can't. Gobble up and the spit out away. Erica's able to survive. It's not just for initiating, it's for saving your carry. Wow.
Bounty! 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 Bounty!
You'd like to think. It looks like they're protecting it. Just crit for 2017 on that. $17K lead for Vici. Oh, 7 seconds. They got it.
Double damage.
Okay. Yeah, this is problematic, and Innocence dies to Ori. They've got themselves the Yules, they'll have the lockdown available, and of course, Erica just one-shots him again anyway. Because why?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower
They're taking a lot of damage, and there's 2 catapults here.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
GY, not scared to frontline for it.
Is under attack.
Gobble up, spit out.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
So remember on a DY, 3 shot, he's dead, has buyback.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Got BKB, they've got the Nimbus down as well as the arena, but there's the Yules. Shaker trying to survive. Ami gets the kill, now it's over to old 11. Starting to turn this a little bit, but the buyback's coming up for the Earth Shaker as well as the Undying. And meanwhile, Erica's just ripping through the backlines. He gets Innocence as well as nothing to say. Now they will go over to Sven. Sven in trouble. Sven is going low and ends up dead. They get the kill on Ori beforehand, but they lose the Sven. He does have buyback. He'll use it immediately to go after Erica, who doesn't have his BKB. This are down and make it problematic. They've got the Mystic Flare! Oh, the down! Oh, to 11, you... Oh, man!
of Game 4 going to LGD. We're going to a Game 5 on 11.
Radiant's
Wow.
middle barracks are on VK's gate. Victory.